Kylie Jenner is one of the biggest stars out there. From the Kardashian clan, Kylie seems to be one of the most successful out of her siblings despite being the youngest. From her early start to fame to her rising cosmetics empire, there is so much to learn about Kylie, so let's take a look at her life up until now. Kylie Kristen Jenner was born in Los Angeles, California on August 10, 1997. She's the youngest of the Jenner family, but is arguably one of its most successful members. I say members because they're basically a cast. She's been in the spotlight since childhood, as a reality TV show about her family, Keeping Up with Kardashians, was picked up when she was just 9 years old. Her sister Kim piloted the family into stardom after becoming a media superstar in the early 2000s, from being linked to Paris Hilton and her adult film in 2002. The first episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians aired when Kylie was just 10 years old, and she became subject to mass scrutiny from day one. First episode of their long-running show caused some backlash because it featured Kylie dancing on a pole in her parents' bedroom, and in later years Kylie has said that she's been slut-shamed for it ever since. Kylie has been very vocal about the bullying she's endured for years, saying, quote, "Growing up, I've heard the worst things anyone could ever say about me, and bullying was such a big part of my life, with the whole entire world judging me and stuff," end quote. Though there are a number of people out there who hate the Jenners, especially Kylie, she tries to remind people that she's human too, and has been dealing with a lot of hate for the majority of her life. From her family to her appearance, she's been dealing with the harsh opinions of the public eye for so long. One of the things that she and her family dealt with over the years is their public appearance, and most notably when Caitlyn Jenner came out as transgender. This was big news coming from the Hollywood family, and many of them were met with harsh criticisms, especially after Kate released her book that sort of exposed the members of the family for being unwelcoming of her. But one person who said that they've been close to Caitlyn for years is Kylie. During an interview with Ellen DeGeneres, Kylie said that she knew about Caitlyn's desire to transition for most of her life, saying, quote, "I've honestly known about it for a really long time. We actually caught him dressing up as a girl when my sister and I were like 6 or 7 maybe. So we've known for a while that it was something, but it was never talked about," end quote. Even after Kate came out, Kylie said that her relationship with Caitlyn is better than ever because they bond more now that there are no longer any secrets in the family. Some of their relationships have been scarred, but that between Kylie and Kate remains strong for the most part. But speaking of scars, Kylie has a big one that came from when she was a kid. For years, people have noticed a large scar on Kylie's leg, and it's pretty gnarly, but the story of how it happened is gnarly as well. Kylie said that she got badly hurt when she was about 5 years old while she was playing hide and seek with her sister. She hid inside a really tall enclosed gate, and after waiting for a while for her sister to find her, she had to climb up a sharp pole that was sticking out of the gate. She slipped and the pole went into her leg, and when she tried pulling away from it to get the pole out, it ended up tearing through her entire leg. She said that at the time the scar was much bigger, but as she grew the scar became smaller over the years. It is such a gruesome story, but it's interesting as well. Normally when you think of the Jenners, you imagine their lives being so glamorous, with them shopping and taking pictures and whatnot. So to hear a story like this of Kylie just being a kid is interesting, though also pretty sad to hear since she got so badly hurt. Before I carry on with the video, please go ahead and leave a like on the video if you are enjoying it so far, because it really helps us out. Kylie's life stopped being about hide and seek and fun things like that after her family began to rise to fame. Kylie's teen years were a transitioning time where she began making a name for herself, though she also had normal teen experiences as well. For example, she was a cheerleader in high school. Kylie and Kendall attended Sierra Canyon High School in Chatsworth, California, and were members of the school's cheer team for a brief time. They tried to live a normal teenage life, but they ended up getting homeschooled later in their high school careers because of work commitments. Kylie and Kendall were two busy bees in their teen years because as the Kardashians began to skyrocket, so did they. They were pretty much a package deal and were highly marketable to kids and teens, much like the Kardashian sisters were making waves in older markets. Kylie started building her budding fortune by partnering with OPI nail polish to create an exclusive line of colors for herself and Kendall. Their line was called Kardashian Colors, with a K, of course, and it included shade names like Rainbow in the Skyly and Wear Something Spark Kylie. They were offered $600,000 for the deal and decided to split their earnings. Both Kylie and Kendall earned $100,000, and all they had to do for the brand was do one photo shoot, do a one-day media tour to promote the line, as well as tweet and blog about the brand on their own time. Together they also have a clothing line with PacSun, which launched in 2013 that is still ongoing, and they even published a fiction novel as well. With the help of a ghostwriter, Kylie and Kendall published a dystopian novel called Rebels, City of Indra, the story of Lex and Livia. The book was published in 2014 but has poor reviews, holding a 1.7 out of 5 on Amazon and a 59% rating on Goodreads. Soon, Kylie made enough money to purchase her first house. At only 17 years old, Kylie purchased her first home for $2.7 million. This marked the first of many big purchases for Kylie, and it also showed the world how far she's come. A lot of people said that she was just entitled and was able to become a homeowner so young because of her family's riches, but Kylie said that she was cut off from her parents at the age of 15 and that none of her money was inherited. If this is true, it's pretty wild because only 2 years after being cut off, she was able to buy herself a house, and a nice one at that. The house she bought in 2015 was located only a block away from her sisters Khloe and Kourtney in Calabasas, one of the richer neighborhoods in LA County, California. But other than buying a house, Kylie was still able to enjoy normal teenage things like dating. But one of the earliest celebrity relationships she had was with Cody Simpson. It was rumored that the two dated for a little while, but things didn't last very long. She later moved on to dating Jaden Smith in 2013. Rumor has it that they were an item, though neither one of them confirmed it, but honestly, no one ever confirms that they're dating someone when they're still a kid. Jaden was actually the one who introduced Kylie to Jordyn Woods, her best friend turned ex-best friend. It was unclear how long they were together, but Kylie did say that she wanted to have a prom experience and name-dropped Jaden being the one that she wished she could go to prom with. Kylie's first serious relationship was with Tyga. Though they had met when Kylie was just 14, they later started dating when she was about 18 years old. In September 2016, Kylie showed off a huge promise ring given to her by Tyga, and just a month before that, he had gifted her a $320,000 Ferrari for her birthday. They ended up dating on and off until about April 2017 before breaking up just weeks before being seen with Travis Scott. Kylie and Travis met when he performed at Coachella in 2017 while on their California leg of his tour. They felt a connection after that, and so Kylie ended up coming with him on the rest of his tour. Sparks were flying, one thing led to another, and Kylie ended up pregnant. After the birth of their daughter Stormi, there were cheating allegations, engagement rumors, and sources said that they've been on and off again after splitting in 2019. They continue to co-parent their daughter, but as for the solidity of their relationship, nothing can be said for certain. But speaking of Stormi, Kylie kept her pregnancy super secret, and though there was speculation that she was pregnant, the confirmation never really came until after the birth, where she shared the news on social media, followed by her video titled "To Our Daughter" that she posted to her YouTube channel. In her post, Kylie revealed to the world that she had given birth to her daughter on February 1st, 2018, saying that it was, quote, "the most beautiful, empowering, life-changing experience." Kylie shared with fans that she and Travis were originally told that they were having a boy, and that Stormi actually came earlier than expected. In an Instagram story, Kylie revealed to fans that she was actually induced and she expected to have Stormi on February 2nd, but instead she revealed, quote, "they broke my water and I had her 45 minutes later," end quote. Kylie also revealed that she had thought about making a video for her YouTube channel about her labor and delivery experience because it was something that fans had been asking for. Stormi Webster has already been taking the world by storm, from being featured in magazines to Kylie wanting to trademark her name, although that one didn't go over so well as it clashed with other brands. Stormi has been born into a life of luxury and fame, and a lot of that has to do with her mom's huge business. Kylie Cosmetics is where Kylie Jenner struck gold. On November 30th, 2015, 18-year-old Kylie put out the first Kylie lipsticks, a collection of liquid lipsticks and lip liners. Originally, she only produced 5,000 units, but it sold out in seconds, so she knew that she was onto something. The next batch took 6 months to produce, and this time she was ready for consumers. She sold 500,000 units and Kylie Cosmetics was born. In 2016, she began expanding her brand, selling bronzers, collaborative collections with her sister Khloe, and eyeshadow palettes. Fast forward to 2017, and a number of collections later, to Kylie's first in-depth interview into her cosmetics brand. Here she revealed that the brand made over $400 million in its first 18 months. Fast forward again to 2019, millions of dollars later, and Kylie launches Kylie Skin in May of that year. With the success of her company, she ended up selling a 51% stake in her company to Coty Inc. in November 2019 for $600 million, increasing the brand's value to $1.2 billion. Following this billion-dollar estimate, Kylie was named Forbes' youngest self-made billionaire, though this continues to be a disputed claim. Either way, billionaire or not, Kylie is still killing it and is continuing to make waves in Hollywood and in the business world. So what are your opinions on Kylie Jenner? Do you hate her? Love her? Personally, I think she's a very smart woman. Sure, she was born into a well-off family family, but she's become her own person and she's independent and a good businesswoman, so I think I look up to her in that way because she's so successful. Leave me your thoughts on her down in the comments, but in the meantime, let's do some comment shoutouts from our video of the top 10 celebrities who are mean in real life part 4. Jabbar Muhammad said, "There's too much negativity in Hollywood. Is there any positive side to the industry?" Honestly, probably not. It's all about competition, who's better than who, all the beefs. It's just, oh god, it's a storm of just bleh. No. Last Toff says, "Some people let fame and money get to their head. You should always be humble because in time it won't be the same." Exactly, like what's the point of being such a horrible person just because you're like rich and famous? Like there's gonna come a time when you're gonna need somebody and no one's gonna wanna be with you. You know, I'm looking at you, Ellen. Hello. Hector's mommy says, regarding James Corden and Pierce Brosnan, remember we are just hearing one side of it and Corden is well known to be an a-hole, so who knows? You have a very good point there. I would love, to take his side, but, I don't think anybody can at this point. He's done too much shady stuff. He was in my other video of people who were mean in real life, so like, the proof is there. Beth Cook says, "I think Ree would make a great friend." I think I would make a great friend too. Like not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'm a very loyal person. So if you are my friend, you're my ride or die. We're great. Anyway, thanks so much for all your comments, guys, and for sticking around to the end of the video. I've been your host, Bree Room, and until next time, stay safe, spread some positivity today, and have an amazing day. Bye, guys.